Back with the 2009 Nissan Versa. Today we're going to be replacing a quick strut over on the front right side. Now, somebody replaced just the left side, which if you're going to replace struts, do them both. I'm not sure if this was a warranty thing or I don't know the story. I just know that do both because your car is going to be sitting like this if one's old and collapsed and the other one's brand new. And it's going to be a horrible ride for you. So, before we start, if anytime you find this video helpful, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe, hit that super thanks if you can. Also, if you're looking for high-powered, high-quality LED light bulbs for this car or any other vehicle, head down to any one of my videos at the very bottom, hit that link. There's a referral code to get you a discount. Trust me, they're the brightest bulbs you're ever going to see. And I use them on all my vehicles. Some of mine are running 4 or 5 years and still running great. And trust me, you turn on even your low beams. You don't even need high beams anymore. It's just use the low beams. So they're credible. All right. So essentially, I'm going to start at the bottom. You could start at the top. Doesn't really matter. You got to remove the windshield wipers. You got to remove all this. Which okay, there's 2 clips left. Whoever did the other side broke a bunch and zip tied them. So we'll return the favor. And I'm just going to start at the bottom. So remove the 4 21mm lug nuts. I sprayed them down a little bit earlier, having them soak in. So come back here. You only got to remove this top part. It's a 14mm, and then this is also a 14. All right, that just shot halfway across the garage, but it's out. And for these two, it's 21mm. There's that. It's my new Cobalt. It's my 350. It's nice because it's got a really low profile. It's not as powerful as my other ones, but it's a lot quieter. I went with Cobalt, even though I've kind of swore away Cobalt for my life forever. But I really like the air tools. They got really nice air tools. Everything else is junk, but their air tools are really nice. So give that some wiggles, pull out those. The bottom piece is going to drop. Always line your nuts back up so it holds it. And that's it for that part. Now, go. There. Don't hit the brake line, but aim for this metal. Now that you can see, hold on. See, I kind of it was stuck in there, so it's got to go back before it can go down. So just give that a couple taps. Get that out of the way. All right, so the strut is pretty much free down here. Really, really easy. So let's go work on the top. We got to remove the windshield wipers first, but since I already have these in my hand, we're gonna cut these. Wow. They zip tie that on, they're pretty good. These are 14 millimeter. Definitely gonna want one of these. There we go. Okay, that one I didn't need it, so thankfully that worked out for me because I have sometimes removed the tube and have somebody hold up the hood. I mean, that's just worst case scenario kind of thing. Now on this far passenger side, you are going to have hose connected. I just scooted off to the side so you don't have to. And that exposes the 1, 2, and 3 bolts up top. These are all 13 millimeter. And now I'm going to reach down and grab the struts because when I remove this, it's going to fall like it just did. I always put them side to side and make sure they all line up, and they do. And I'm just going to slide it back to the top like I took it off. Okay, so I'm not going to fully tighten up the top. Not just yet. Yeah, the sway bar link has pretty much had it, so I mean, I'll suggest it to them. We'll deal with that later, I guess. There is an easier way to do that. I was just hoping with how loose everything is, it'll just go into place, but that's okay. Lower control arm has seen better days as well, but it's a very old vehicle, so what do you expect? Yeah, get those tightened down. And then see how this is not lining up whatsoever? So now we're going to take a jack, put it on the lower control arm, and jack it up until it reaches. That's like the easiest way to do it. And it comes through the back like so. There you go. So pretty. Now again, I'm not going to tighten those top ones up until I get the car on the ground. So like I said, I got to finish up this bottom. Okay, I went too high. So, there we go. See, real easy. Now I gotta go find that nut that shot across the garage at Mach 1. Look at that, I finally found it. So tell me how this thing shot off in that direction, went back towards the back, but it ended up behind me. That's crazy. So, 14 and 14 again. Alright, so that's it. This is where I'm going to end it because I have other jobs to do on this car, so I'm going to have to remove this wheel well and then get in there and replace an alternator. So that's going to be the next video up. So I'm going to leave it how it is, jack it up a little bit higher, and then, well, I guess we can get this top part put back together. No, we can't. Duh. Oh, I'm spacing out. Alright, so like I said, that's where we're going to end this job. Alright, so I jumped ahead, replaced the alternator, and got the tire back on, lowered it back down to the ground, so now I'm going to hit the 13 millimeter. Okay. Okay, one more. Now we rebuild. Essentially, you just got to go and it only goes back on one way. You just want to latch it onto the bottom of the windshield up here. You just start on this side and just work your way over. This little plastic piece will fit back over there. And it's the same for this side. Just move it up. Okay, now we can set it in there. So there's a little rubber gasket. It'll just fit up over. Wait, that one already has one, so we'll put that one over there. So we'll just pick two that are, you know, already there, I guess. We'll just do these two. And I'm gonna zip tie the rest. If they're not dirty and the original marks aren't there, just mark them on your, like, masking tape sometimes I've seen people use. But most of the cars I work on are so filthy that all I have to do is just line it back up with the original dirt marks. Like so. And we can get it back on. Start right here. Like I said, you want to hold it in place. And it's tight. Do the same here. Okay, now before we go any further, we're going to test it. Slap this negative back on. I don't actually know what this is for. Maybe to service something down there without having to remove all this, but I'm just putting it back to where I found it, and there you go, that's it. So now we just got to bring it back in for a valve cover gasket when we get it, and she's all good to go. There's a brand new alternator. All that video will be up on my channel. Hope you like this. Hope the video helped you out, and if so, like I said, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.